Hey, good evening, everybody. It's time for the Trick Trades video watch list for July 20th. Let's get into it. AEZS. This was a rocket-fueled stock spaceship today. I'm going to look for, it is gapping up after hours, you can see by the bid and the ask here. I'm going to look for a push. It's really hard to say. Could very easily fill the gap. I think all of this is going to go down pre-market. That's just speculation, but I will be watching this really, really hard. I might look to go long in the pre-market, depending on. Let's see if we can get some volume and a continued push. Mind you, it'd have to be pretty early for me to take a long position on it, and then I'll definitely sell at the bell, and then look for a pullback from there. SITO. This is it's a little low volume and a little bit of a back burner play, but I will be watching for it's basically at a triple top level right now. It could push maybe a little bit higher, but this is just a one big top wick. But it is basically just a triple top. I'll be looking for a pullback. Watch the volume. There's only 600,000 shares traded. JKS, if you look at the daily chart here, it's basically I mean, it's ridiculous. It is coming up into some resistance areas. I'll be watching for a pullback, but this very easily could ramp up to 30 before it pulls back. Like it could have a 30 magnet on it, but at some point here, people are going to look to take profits, and when it happens, this thing's going to come crashing down. So the only thing I'll really be watching for this is a first red day scenario. ABEO, this failed to keep the 10 level, and that's never a good sign, especially if it's making a push like this. It should have at least held the 10. It couldn't. I think this is a failed attempt at a breakout. It is over this level in here. I mean, it is on breakout, right? But I think that this was a failed attempt, and I'm looking for it to go lower from here. HTZ. I'm looking for this to give one last little push right in this area here. It almost tapped it. There's going to be some severe profit taking once this starts going, and it's apparent that it is coming down. This will completely fail. It'll have a nice big red day. I'm not expecting the first red day to just be one little block. I'm expecting it to be a nice big pullback. Should be able at least to catch a couple of points of downside on that first red day. So I think it's coming. It needs to have a relaxing day. It keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. I mean, if you go back, it doesn't really have really big, huge green days, and it's been having nothing but. So I'll be watching for a pullback. CBay with the pending offering. I'm going to look for a push. I just want to mark that out while I'm right here and there. I'm looking for a retest of the 777 area for them to release that offering. It's coming. It's coming, guys. And I would really like to be there because this is what happened last time. There was people sniffing about with an offering, and then it hit after hours and came all the way down here and then pushed back up. This is a lot of manipulation in here. They can only keep that up for so long. I won't get roped in on this trade. I'm looking for that 777 level, and that's the only level I'm really looking at. CLMT, this is a low volume play, so I do like to warn you guys on that. It is coming into heavy resistance zone right now, kind of in this area at that $5 level. So I'm looking for potentially a push to 5, but it has had 3 really strong green days with no pullback. It's just been basically straight up. So we'll see what happens. This is a little bit of a back burner play, but when it does give a red day, you can look on the daily. It likes to give up quite a bit. So actually, before I get into that, CGI, This has failed to put in a new high in the past couple of days. So I'm going to be watching short. I mean, it is just kind of consolidating, right? You know what I mean, from that push up. So um, I'll be watching for this. You guys can definitely watch for a break of this 410 level. If that level breaks, you could look to go long because there is a little bit of upside on it. But I won't be watching for that. However, I'm only concerned or be watching for this to come to the downside. I'm looking for a short on it. Volume's kind of fading. People are losing interest because it can't break over this level. So if it tomorrow should be the telltale day because it's starting to squeeze into this point here. So we should have confirmation on either up or down tomorrow. I'll go back to this X. I'll be watching for this to the long side. It kind of pisses me off because I would have liked to have swung this when it tapped out at the 23. Like I was long right here, but then I had to take the dog outside and I set a really silly stop on it and it stopped me out. I would have liked to have held this for a little bit coming up into that gap fill area. So a little disappointed that happened, but I mean, shit happens, right? So as long as it kind of holds this level, there's a couple other levels I'm watching on it. I have them all marked out, ready to go. I'll be watching for that. But I am looking to go long this. But as I warned in the written watch list, you got to do your due diligence on this. It's very news and media and presidential influences on this. So just watch. But I am looking for a drive higher, and if it does, I do expect a pretty decent sized day for the name. So that's all I have this evening, folks. We'll of course watch the a little bit of the gappers, see what's moving and shaking in the morning. But stick to your watch list and trade your plan. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the AM.